welcome to Battle Christmas Movies between Lifetime and Hallmark. So we're going to start off with Lifetime. The first one is A Taste of Christmas. This is about a woman who seems to do all types of jobs. She's kind of like a jack of all trades. She's like an event planner, travel agent, and many others. So she's planning on spending Christmas time with her cousin, but it turns out her cousin is stuck in Rome and all the flights have been cancelled due to a crazy winter storm. She ends up staying over at her cousin's house though, and it turns out her cousin was going to have a restaurant opening. She had the chef come all the way from Italy that she's partnered up with, and she decides, okay, you know what? We're going to still have the opening. I'm going to make this dream happen for my cousin. And so on. So she ends up really liking the chef, who is very eccentric, like just out there, and very critical about his cooking and who's in the kitchen and doing everything. So she ends up falling in love with him, and him the same. But there's this one part where there's this other Italian lady. She's some like singer or something, like she does carols, and she was like really into the chef, and she let the girl know that, oh yeah, I like him. I heard you're planning on going back to Seattle or something like that, or Phoenix. I don't know where it was, probably Phoenix. And she's like, oh okay, yeah. So she sort of like takes herself out of the equation, but it turns out the chef wasn't into the other woman, not the way the girl thought he was. And then they end up towards the end and they end up kissing, which was kind of awkward because the woman was there, I think. I couldn't see this, but I'm imagining she's there, seeing as she's now working for him. So I thought that was a bit awkward, but they end up falling in love, living happily ever after, I'm assuming. I don't know, but she ends up wanting to stick with this one thing now because she's finally found her home, I'm assuming. But yeah, that was a good one. I enjoyed it. I thought the chemistry was really good. It was funny, and I like anything that involves food, and I just wish I was able to actually eat it. But yeah, I like anything that involves cooking and all that type of extravaganza thing going on. So that's that movie. Great movie. Next up from Lifetime, I would say is A Homemade Christmas. Now this one I did really like. I enjoyed this one. It had a character who she kind of does a Christmas for hire. So basically she's like a Christmas helper. So anytime someone has a Christmas emergency that's going on, maybe the cat kicked the candles and now the house is on fire kind of a situation, and they weren't able to make their Christmas dinner, she's able to come and sort of save the day, or like help them with the baking or the cooking, whatever they need, she's there, and she does this all kind of like just like her thing, like a side job. But she's really a DIY blogger, and she's really wanting to do that full time, but she hadn't been able to. So she ends up being hired to decorate a Christmas tree, but there was some sort of misunderstanding when she got there. She was mistook for a marketing agent or something like that, and because they both had the same name. So the person was like, oh, I hope you're here, I hope you're gonna do a great job, we're really depending on this and counting on this. And she's like, oh okay, all right. And then they're trying to basically pitch this job thing to an investor. He ends up showing up, and she's like talking about, oh no, change the grumpy moods, this is about decorating and doing this great things. And she was all like excited and all like big about it, and turns out she was talking about decorating the Christmas tree, but they didn't know that, and she didn't know she was pitching for some company situation thing going on. She ends up finding this out, but by this time the investor said, oh yes, I like her, I only want her to work on it, kind of a thing. So now they've got to keep her. She ends up deciding, okay fine, this is not really what she does, but she's going to help out. She ends up having great chemistry with the guy, the owner of the company. I think co-owners, so, but yeah, pretty much owner of the company. And they enjoy themselves. It's funny, the chemistry is on point. I really like it. And overall, it was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it. So I give this one a good 2 thumbs up. I only got 2 thumbs, so I give it 2 thumbs up. Next up is Hallmark. This one is called A Nashville Christmas Carol. I like this one too. It had singing, but it did have like, goes through like Christmas past and present, but there was no future in this because I did like the twist of that, which was we create our own future depending on how we decide to live our present. So I did like that. She kind of ends up realizing she made a mistake because she had a best friend who turns out she really liked, and she felt like he didn't stick up for her, but when she went to the past, turns out he actually did stick up for her. And she ends up feeling like, oh gosh, I should have given him a chance to explain and all this stuff. But pretty much she ends up falling in love with her best friend since they were like little children. And yeah, it was fun. It was exciting. The music was great. The singing was nice. And the storyline overall was really good too. So I'll give that also 2 thumbs up. That for Hallmark. Alright, please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. That is it for now, but this is going to be a jam-packed situation. There's plenty and many more Christmas movies to watch. I hope you tune in for next time. Alright then, see you again. Have a nice day. Oh, I've got to time, okay, so I'm gonna give them both 10 points, Lifetime and Hallmark. So that's gonna bring their totals to 50, I believe, for both networks. Alright then, subscribe, hit the notification bell, take care, bye.